is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Speak Spanglish to Me. I'm your host, Diana.
And I'm Eric.
And yeah, so pretty much we left off last episode on part two. Fun fact, we recorded that literally last night. So we're going to just continue on just because, well,
Well,
at
our mind is
least,
fresh.
yeah, at least me, I have really bad memory. Like, I'll forget stuff like so quickly. So, like we were saying, I don't know where exactly we left off, but I was saying that we were with my grandparents for like we were there Friday night because we literally got there at night. Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then we came back. We went to my tia's house on Tuesday night. So we were literally with my grandparents most of the time for 4 days. 4 full days. That's crazy. Um, and yeah, we got to go to their rancho. Like Eric said, my grandparents they live like in the middle of nowhere, kind of.
We live in Palenque.
They
No, no,
live
no.
in
No, not
Palenque.
in Palenque.
They it's like a little town outside of Palenque.
Yeah,
Um,
it's in the middle of nowhere, I would
but
say.
the nearest city is Palenque, and they were like 20 minutes away from Palenque, not even. And so yeah, we went to Palenque a couple times. We got to see the Mayan ruins. I thought it was so cool, like to see what. I mean, I'm pretty sure you probably have Mayan or maybe Aztec. I'm pretty sure I have Mayan ancestors,
Yeah.
and it was just cool to like learn a little bit because they hired. I mean, you can just go and like look, but my family decided to like hire a tour guide, and it was like
Explain
yeah.
like what they
So it was kind of cool to like learn a little bit. And then we went to Palenque again, but we went to the city, and even that was really like really cute, even though it was raining.
Well, I mean, it wasn't that bad though.
It wasn't that bad. But I feel like Palenque when we went to the city, that's what I imagine like the little pueblitos in Mexico looking like.
What do you mean?
Like you
Like how?
remember like Palenque like when we were at the little it was like a little plaza. I mean it was empty because it was raining. And there was like vendors all over the place. Like right behind the sign where it said Palenque. Yeah, that's what I imagine like little towns in Mexico looking like. With like little vendors like all over and then
I don't know what you're talking about.
you don't know what I'm talking
But
about?
yeah, I guess. I mean, I thought it was a lot of people. Do you not think so?
I mean no, because it was raining.
It drizzled for like a little bit.
No, but it was raining.
It was literally like for like 2 minutes, and then it was just like drizzling. It wasn't even like.
But yeah, other than that, like when we were with my grandparents, I feel like we got to enjoy just being with my grandparents. Like we looked at baby pictures, we saw pictures of my dad when he was young. We asked, we try to ask our grandparents questions. So after we were with my grandparents, we went to my tia's house. My tia on my dad's side. I only have one tia on my dad's side, and I feel like she was pretty cool. Like we hung out with her and her kids
Most of the time.
most of the time.
Yeah.
Like they were with us when we were at my grandparents' house the whole time. Um, the only time that we weren't with them was like for one day when we were at my tia Tila's house.
For one day.
It was
Yeah.
just literally one day, and we had like our own personal driver.
You're
Because
the
like
Uber
over there
driver.
they don't have a lot of cars. Like my tia, she lives in the city. She lives like in the capital of Tabasco. She lives in Villahermosa. And apparently like that city is huge. I don't know if I mentioned it in the other episode, but Villahermosa is like I would say like 5 times bigger than Greenville. And yeah, so like they don't really have a lot of cars. So like we had one of my cousins. She's literally my age. Me and that cousin are only 2 days apart.
Who?
Elsie.
Oh. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know how old she was.
We're literally.
If I were to guess, I thought she was like 23. I thought she was Tanya's age, honestly.
Oh, really? I guess because she doesn't like wear makeup and stuff.
No, it's not that. I mean, obviously I didn't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
no,
why I thought that. I just thought she was Tanya's age.
no, like I'm literally only older than her by 2 days. Oh, so like she was like our own little personal driver. Like I was feeling bad for her because like she was the only one like that. She doesn't have a job right now. She just graduated. She's a vet, but she's gonna start looking for a job after, we went home. So she's the only one like from my tia's kids that's not working right now or is not going to school. So she was the only one available to like drive us around while everybody else was like at work and school. And I started feeling bad for her because like I would feel like we were only there for a week and they wanted us to like go meet a ton of people and like they
Yeah,
also
literally.
wanted us to like see certain stuff like from Tabasco and Villahermosa, and it's like I feel like she was starting to get overwhelmed because like we weren't really on a schedule, but we were kind of on a schedule, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
And like I could
honestly,
just
I was overwhelmed too.
I mean, honestly, I was too, honestly. Like I was
Cause
exhausted.
like I mean, going into like I knew you had to meet family, but I didn't know you had. It's not that like I mean you do have a lot of family, but it's like your parents made it to where they wanted you to meet literally every single person, every cousin, not your cousin, but their cousins, their ahijados, their
Yeah.
tios, their tia, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know why they. I don't know.
I think
To
they're
me,
I think
and
they're
like even your
proud of
sister
us.
said it, like next time, like my dad needs to do like better planning,
Yeah.
cause like they act like we were not we you weren't gonna be able to come back ever again,
Right.
or maybe he was afraid of that. I don't know, but it's like most of the week that we were there, it was literally just meeting people,
People
and I feel like your cousins were more like wanting to like do other stuff.
do stuff, yeah.
But like obviously like she was just following like what your dad's orders was.
Yeah.
That was literally like, oh, like take them here, take them here, take them here.
Yeah.
And that's literally what we did. Then we went to your mom's side of the family. Obviously your tia had orders from your mom, like, oh,
Yeah.
they need to meet these people, like
Yeah.
and literally like we would literally go from house to house to house, stay there at least an hour. And like I was just overwhelmed and exhausted.
Yeah. I mean, my cousins even said it. They were like, "Oh, like Eric, like not that you're shy. They were like, "Oh, that you're quiet." He was. Elsie said it. She was like, "It's not that Eric's shy." She was like, "Junior was the same way. Like he just is like, what's going on?"
Yeah.
That the first time that Junior went, Junior was like more quiet because he was like, "Oh, like he didn't know what was going on," and like he was just like, like kind of like overwhelmed. I guess she was trying to say.
Yeah.
And then she was like, but like cause she said it, she was like, oh, but when it's just us, like, Eric will talk.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but like, I feel like it was just because it was the first time and everybody wanted to see, like, I think it was just more so me and my sister because people did meet us as babies
Yeah.
and they were like, oh, like, they're
But I'm just
finally
saying, like,
back.
I feel like they should have just made it to where, like,
It was just all at once.
well, you did have a dedicated day for that, but
Yeah.
then after that,
They wanted more of
you
us.
wanted your dad wanted you to go to their house and actually like meet them personally, I guess,
Yeah.
and that's literally what we did.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think that would be the case next time. All right, guys, so we're back. Sorry about that little break that we had to take. But yeah, I forgot where we left off. The last day that we saw my grandparents was we were there with them most of
That's
the day.
actually that time that you literally when we went out to the rancho and you met more of your family. We were out all day with your
Yeah,
families, and
in
then we ended up,
Chibilinan
yeah, we ended up at eating lunch at with everybody.
with everybody, like my dad's whole
And
family.
then that's when you say goodbye to your grandpa.
Yeah, on
And then that
Tuesday.
night, on the way back home, because we're gonna spend the night at your Elsie's. That's when we went to the I don't know what was it, a park?
Oh
What
yeah,
was
it's
it?
it's Parque La Choca. It was a park.
Oh, so yeah, we're supposed to take like some tour bus, and we're there waiting.
Yeah,
And then I know your brother asked the cop like, hey, like whatever. And then when we left, he was like, oh yeah, by the way, he doesn't. They only come on the weekends.
yeah. And it was like
It's
on
like you seen
Tuesday.
us waiting for like an hour, and you over here just not saying that after we leave.
Right. But we still got to see, like, I think that's where you seen and you were like, oh, like it's not that much different.
Yeah,
Cause
that's
we were
what
like
that's.
right in the like I guess not downtown, but maybe it was like downtown
Yeah, I don't know what it
of
was, but
Villahermosa, It
Oh
was
yeah,
pretty big. Like people running,
yeah. People running, people playing volleyball,
walking their
playing
dogs.
basketball,
Yeah.
walking their dogs, and
It looked
they
kind of
had
like
the like an
new.
amphitheater there. So I guess it was
People like
it's like normal to
selling
watch.
like esquites, like, like
They had,
Mexican
yeah,
food.
stands and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
So I guess that night we explored a little bit of Tabasco because after that, of Villahermosa, because after that we went to the cathedral, which was really pretty, just a Catholic
Oh,
church, and then we went to Walmart.
that's when we went to Walmart. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when we went to Walmart because your mom packed a mosquito repellent, which I mean I'm grateful she thought about me because.
Yeah. We
But like
forgot.
the one that she packed, and maybe it was a good thing, but at the same time, like I didn't like it. The one she packed was like I feel like it's like very strong.
Yeah. But those mosquitoes, bro, that's what you
I'm
needed.
saying like there was a lot of mosquitoes. I'm saying,
Yeah.
but I didn't like it because that specific one, if like it's the ones that you get like
The
when you're out in
deep
the
woods.
woods,
Yeah.
and like once you put it on, like sometimes they burn your skin. I mean you didn't really use it, but I remember your brother had put it on. He was like, oh, like just to burn your skin. I was like, oh. At first I was like no, and then like later on, like I
You
started
felt it?
feeling it, like kind of burns your skin. Like it feels like something's burning.
Yeah.
And like it's like very thick, and like it leaves it like it's very strong. Like the scent is very strong, like
It kind of makes you feel dry, nasty.
that, and like it's just I don't know. That on top of like the humidity and stuff,
Yeah.
and I was getting frustrated just having the fact that I had to put it on every single time,
You were out.
cause like in Mexico, like they don't have AC, so like they literally have the doors open, all the windows open.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I'm here in the U.S., like yeah, like in the summertime, like yeah, I'll put it on like when I'm outside, but like if I'm inside, like I have nothing to worry about.
Right.
But like it's there, it's like I had to put it on like as soon as I wake up
And
because
then
it
I wonder if it was worse because, like
was
my
raining.
cousin said, we were in
Oh
the
yeah,
we Tabasco's a jungle.
yeah. So yeah, having to wake up, just spray yourself in that, like you already feel sticky. I don't say you stink, but like you smell like
Yeah,
chemicals, or I don't
like
know what.
chemicals.
That, and like even after that, I still got bit.
Yeah, and it was pretty
And it
bad.
was like the few times that I wouldn't have it on, and it's like I
Yeah.
know I got bit literally like I was pretty good for like 2 or 3 days, and then I literally took a shower, lay down in bed, and that's why they bit me. I mean I got up, I literally had three big old mosquito bites across my arm, and then I don't know, it bit me somewhere, it bit me on my legs, but I don't know from what. It probably just like just worn out.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that was the sucky part. I guess for me, I guess that I'm like allergic to them.
Two
But
mosquitoes.
that was one of the reasons why we went to Walmart, because I wanted to find
We were trying to find Benadryl, but
some kind of ointment
yeah.
to like, because I knew they were gonna swell up. So
So yeah, at Mateos, it was pretty chill. Um, the next day we met some more people. I met my padrinos because I had never really met my padrinos.
yeah, we grab breakfast.
Yeah, they invited us to eat breakfast at a restaurant in ahí en Villahermosa. We met my padrinos and their daughter. Her daughter, like I remember talking to. I don't know if it was just like in Tabasco or what, but there was a point in time where Messenger was like really popular.
Like Facebook.
Yeah, no, not Facebook Messenger.
Oh,
Microsoft, like the
oh,
chat rooms and stuff. And like I used to chat with like my family in Mexico, and then I would talk to my padrino's daughter because she's 2 years older than me. And I had stopped talking to her once, Microsoft Messenger went away. But she was just telling me like she kind of knows a little English because she was in Canada for a few months. So like, we were just catching up. It was pretty cool. It's pretty chill.
and after that, you met some more family.
So yeah, they dropped us off at Matias Pueblo. She was supposed to drop us off at Matias Pueblo, but then my padrino was like, "Oh, like I'm headed that way. I'll just take them like that way." My cousin didn't have to go all the way over there. And then she was like, "Okay, like yeah, I'm gonna get to rest." And then literally we got to Matias Pueblo, and then she texted my brother because like we were trying to teach her a little bit of English
Yeah,
because she
but
says she wants to get us a visa to come work, and and she texted my brother. She was like, "I miss them." Because I think she put in Los Extraño on Google, and that's what
I miss them.
Google gives them. So she was
Well,
missing
what would you
us.
say though? Because obviously you say I miss y'all. That's like a country southern thing.
Yeah,
What do you
I
say?
miss you
Miss you
guys.
guys? That's the proper way.
I
Or
don't know. Like I was thinking about it. I was like, what would be the proper way?
maybe it is I miss them.
I missed them.
I mean,
No.
that's like no, you would say that to like you're talking to somebody.
Yeah, like oh, like I missed them.
Yeah. But she texted your brother that like I missed them.
Yeah, but she meant I miss y'all. Like Los
Mm.
Extraño.
Oh,
But
like in Google, you saying she should have put yo los extraño, and it would give you like I miss
I
them,
missed
y'all
them.
or no?
No, it would have been like I missed them.
So what would be the proper Spanish? What would she have to type in Spanish to get I miss y'all?
Los Extraño? I don't know.
So you saying it's Google's fault?
Yeah. But she ended up missing us.
I don't. I think she missed y'all, but not the traffic,
Yeah, dude.
not the.
Traffic in Villahermosa is terrible. Um, so yeah, after we got to Matia's house that same night, my cousin was like, "Oh, like let's go get some miches or whatever."
That's it. Oh, that's. Oh yeah, that's where we left off. Or no?
I don't know. Well, she got us some miches, and I realized that miches in Mexico they're different. I don't know if it's just Mexico or if it's Tabasco, but she literally just put Worcestershire sauce, some other kind of like flavored beer, and then like the Modelo Negras, and dude, they bought a whole bunch of caguamas.
Yeah.
She bought like four caguamas just for like micheladas, and it was just like us three drinking them, like me, my cousin Jesse, and Eric, and we finished them so quick. But I feel like it was because it was so hot at my tia's house.
I don't even know why you were drinking beer, honestly.
Because I was like, I feel like I understand when people say like, "Oh, tengo sed, let me go grab a beer."
But like, I wasn't even drinking like that. I don't know. Like, I was just taking sips, but it's like I was just. I don't know what I was bloated of, honestly. I don't know. Maybe Coke.
Probably
Probably
Coke.
Coke. Like, I wasn't like drinking like, like chugging it.
Yeah.
And I feel like you were drinking more of like a lot. Which I don't know why.
Cause I mean, I felt like she wanted to get lit one time for the one time,
Oh, I mean, I guess.
and I was like, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna leave you just hanging. So we drank all these caguamas, and then my cousin, the one that I know that drinks, he wasn't drinking. So I was like, okay, well, like we'll just be done once we're done with these micheladas or whatever. Oh, but I feel like what made us finish it was those micheladas that they got some other kind of micheladas that was like sweet,
Yeah.
and we
Mm.
kept trying to like fill up the cup with like what do you call it? With
Beer.
beer to
Yeah.
try to make it
To
not
balance it
as
out.
sweet. And dude, that thing like we put a whole bunch of beer in that thing and it was still like really sweet. So I feel like that's why we finished the four caguamas at first, like so quickly. So then my cousin that does drink, he comes out and he was like, I guess he wanted to drink, but we were already done. And then he was like, oh well, like let me run to the store and get us a 6 pack. And then he comes back with a 9 pack of caguamas. I was like, oh my gosh. And dude, he basically finished them all by himself. How
Yeah.
many do you think he finished?
I don't know. Most of them. I would say most of them.
No, and supposedly he came back with 9, and we were like, why so many? He was like, oh, like for today and tomorrow.
Yeah. They did not make. Yeah. They were
They did not
gone.
make it to tomorrow.
But like he was like I don't know if he was chugging them or if he just likes them like that. I don't know.
Because we were drinking out the same cup.
That's what I'm saying. You would finish most of it though.
No, I
That's what I was
wouldn't
like.
finish it.
I was like, what is your
I
problem?
wouldn't
Like
finish it. He
you
would
wouldn't even
open
like.
up a new kawama, and then he would be like, oh, like here, get some. Like, I guess before he poured it in his cup. And I would be like, I'd just top it off. Like, I wouldn't even add that much to our cup. So, like, what really messed me up that night was because my cousin, Jessie, she was like, oh, like, look at this. I don't know why she pulled it out. And we were already feeling like a little tipsy from just the beers. And then she pulled it out. And then she was like, oh, look, I got some wine for Friday. Because Friday night, her cousin is my mom's ahijada. And she was going to go visit us.
That was for Friday.
Yeah. And she was like, oh, like, I got these for Friday. And then her brother was like, oh, let me see. And then he takes it and opens it and starts chugging it.
I don't know. I don't think that's what happened.
That's what happened.
I think you opened it.
I didn't open it. I
Um,
didn't open it. He opened it and started chugging it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's what we doing." Because at that point, like, you can't close it up. It's gonna like se va a echar a perder. Like, you can't just let it go. And then I was like, "Oh, like, let me just get a cup so I can pour a little bit in." He was like, "Nah, like, chug it."
there you go. Like, okay, let me chug it.
I was like, "No," but I was like, "Jesse, are you gonna chug it?" She was like, "Yeah, I guess."
Why do you have to chug it? Why can't you just take a sip? Like,
I did. I didn't chug it.
why do you have? No, you probably did because
I didn't though.
that's yeah
And then from there, it was a blur. Honestly,
for you.
what do you
I remember
remember?
everything.
I remember you saying that we were fighting for terreno.
Yeah, I don't know. They were fighting for something.
We
I don't know
weren't
what though.
fighting. We weren't fighting. We were agreeing.
They were fighting for something. I don't know.
We weren't fighting.
Honestly, I don't even know what I was doing. What was I doing?
What were
Oh, I think
you?
I was just recording y'all.
Because it was
Oh no
you.
no no! Actually, I was talking to your cousin. Your cousin kept complaining about your dad's house.
Oh yeah. So my cousin, like
Oh,
my,
actually, the whole thing was just arguing because you was arguing. If you weren't
I
arguing with
wasn't
Jesse,
arguing.
oh, and then that's what I was like, dude, like, yeah, calmate,
I
stop.
wasn't arguing though. He was basically telling me that my parents' house, like, it's not done. I mean, I remember you. I like I blacked out. But anyways, we weren't really fighting, Eric. We were just talking.
Disgusting.
And if you guys know or if you guys have met a Tabasqueño, Tabasqueños are loud.
And what happened? I don't know why. I don't know why. I mean, I was sober. I mean, I wasn't sober. I was probably like tipsy, you know. I mean, I was buzzed, you know. I was whatever. I don't know why I bring up. I see the Bacardi bottle. I was like, oh, I said something about Bacardi, and then your cousin goes, oh yeah, let's open it, or let's take a, you know. There he goes, chugs, starts
Oh
chugging
no,
that,
and I remember I
and
wasn't gonna
then
drink none. I wasn't gonna drink none, but then they started talking shit about people like over here. They're like, "Oh, los de allá no aguantan," and I was like, "Nah, no es que no aguante." I was like, "Yeah, like we drank a lot, like we're mixing." They're like, "Nah, like los de allá,
pressure
like."
so easily. I swear. And then yeah, there you go, chugging it.
So yeah, that was the end of the night. Yeah,
And
once
then
we that happened,
I took a shot too because they were just
they were
whatever.
talking shit.
I mean yeah, but like
I mean, it wasn't like talking shit, like, oh, like
the thing
let's square
about you
up.
is that you just don't know your limits. Like you
No,
just
I
don't.
knew my limits, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna drink Bacardi. Like, why would
You
I?"
obviously don't, cause like if you were like, oh, yeah, this is Burger, like, yeah, let me take a shot, like, but it's not gonna be a lot, you know.
I
So like
didn't drink a lot.
chugging. When I get it, like, yeah, I drunk it, but I wasn't like just chugging, you know.
Ya pues, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was pretty much like towards the end of our
And
trip,
then
yeah.
the next day after that, she's all hungover.
Oh yeah, that was my first hangover, dude.
So
I feel
it's,
like it
yeah,
was because it's so hot over there and I was already dehydrated.
yeah. So we went to some river, which I think is where I got more mosquito bites, cause there were a lot of mosquitoes
Oh,
there.
but that river felt good because the water was really
Felt good, but
cold.
there were so many mosquitoes there.
Yeah. Um, what else? What else? After that, we were just pretty much chilling at Matia's house. I really feel like I enjoyed being at Matia's house. Not more. It's just like I got to rest a little bit more. We didn't have to meet that much family. We got to like take naps, you know? And so yeah, that was pretty much the rest of our trip because then after that, I guess like it was just Friday, the day before we left. We just went to back to the city to be Hermosa to buy like souvenirs and stuff.
Back to the taco shop, taco
Back to this
stand,
taco shop to have tacos one more time.
sweating, drenched.
Dude, that's crazy. Like,
Drenched in sweat eating tacos.
but it's worth it. It was worth it.
And then that night, what did we do that night? Oh, that's when we met the more of your family.
No, it was just my mom's ahijada.
We met more
We were
people
packing.
while packing, and we still had to go meet more people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was.
So overall, what do you think about Mexico? Do you like? I know you say that you don't remember, and
What
when
I
you went
think about
to
it.
Guerrero, but obviously, I feel like you've seen like pictures and videos of what like people go to your
Was yeah, there's
pueblo.
like I think there's two different type of people. There's the Rancho Mexico.
Yeah.
There's the Rancho, you know. which I think is kind of like where your grandparents live,
Yeah.
where it's like, there's not really much to do. It's more like, I mean, I don't know. It just depends on the type of person you are. Then there's like the city, and I don't think we experienced the city as much
Mm.
as what I guess I was expecting, or
Yeah.
it was more like
Yeah.
us being in the rancho, meeting a bunch of people.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying like as far as like looks or
Looks,
like
I don't know what you mean by that.
I don't know. Like what was your least favorite part of Mexico?
Like what? The heat? What do you mean?
Like just in general. The heat.
Least part? I don't know. I don't know. You go first. I don't.
I think for me it was the heat. I'm very grateful to have had the opportunity to have gone to go cuz like for the longest time I didn't know what like I would hear stories and I would like create an idea of what Mexico would be like in my head. But like it was definitely completely different than what I thought. And I guess like it was just good to experience, you know. And then we got back to the freaking US and it's like 20 degrees
40 degrees less. What you mean?
40 no, it was like 20 degrees less than when we
Oh, when we
left.
left, yeah.
And it's crazy. I feel like that also makes it seem like we were gone longer than we were.
I honestly feel like I was like there for like a month.
Yeah, same.
How's winters in Tabasco?
How's what, winters?
Winters.
There's supposedly it's a little colder, but it's still hot.
Hell, I don't know if I told you, but like okay, like I remember going to Tabasco, like it was showing that it was like 97, 96, whatever
Yeah.
degrees, and I would check Mexico City, and it was like 76.
I mean, yeah, they would be like, "Oh, Mexico City is like a little colder," but I didn't think it would be that much
So I
colder.
was like, what is up with Tabasco? It really is
It's literally in
different.
the middle of the jungle, and I feel like because it's the jungle or whatever, like it's so much more humid. Like South Carolina is pretty humid in the summertime. Miami's pretty humid in the summertime, but I feel like it doesn't compare to Tabasco, Chiapas because dude, like I don't sweat easily,
Yeah,
and I would be drenched. Like I would be sweating by the like just I would just be out there for like 2 minutes and I would be sweating.
it's no joke.
Yeah.
So how did you feel when you came back?
Like I said, I felt grateful. I saw where my parents came from. Like, dude, like if I could show you guys the little space that my parents started, like when they first got married and they were living with two kids, it's kind of like crazy to see that they decided to come to the U.S. and like all the sacrifices that they made. Just the simple fact of them not being with their family. Like, and I don't think I just talk about my parents. I just think I'm speaking for like immigrant parents in general. I feel like it opened my eyes to see like okay, like my dad really hasn't seen his family in 20 years. And like he sacrificed all that to give my siblings and I a better like what he thought would be a better life. And then like sometimes here I am like getting stressed out or like oh I don't like my job or you know and it's like my dad didn't come here for me to complain. You know, like they worked through so much more and like so much harder for me not to be grateful.
So yeah, that wraps up.
So yeah, I guess that wraps up today's
That wraps
video.
up the Mexico trip, I
I mean, I
guess.
feel like we're forgetting, like not forgetting, but like we're not mentioning a whole bunch of stuff. Just keep in mind, like we're trying to like wrap up a whole week's worth of stuff. So much happened. Let's just end off
Positives.
with what your
Oh,
favorite.
okay. What I do like is that I feel like the whole meaning of life at the end of the day, it's like family.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's in Mexico, like it's very family oriented. And it's like you're very close to your family. Like, that's the whole
Yeah.
purpose. And over here, it's kind of like, you kind of just focused on like
Like yourself, going to
yourself, like, oh,
work.
yeah, work, like
Yeah.
opening up businesses, like, oh, like, yeah, I
Yeah.
want to make more money. I want to make, and you don't really like, it's been like those family moments.
Yeah.
Whereas over there, like it's everybody's close.
Everybody's close. Not even if you live close by, it's like they look out for each other. You know, like you say, it's like more family oriented. Whereas I don't know, like I don't know how to explain it because I don't want it to be like, oh, like people here are like selfish. That's not what I'm trying to
No, I mean it.
say.
It is. I mean it's.
But it's like a faster lifestyle.
I mean it
Like,
is.
and
Like
it's so repetitive. And I know people over there, they work as well, but they also have like their family to come. I mean, like I don't know how to explain it because people here obviously have family to come home to, but like I don't know, it's not the same. I
I
don't know
think
how to
it's
explain it.
more. It's just more like yeah, like it's very fast paced.
Like here, yeah, different. It's like a different. And like I said, I don't know how to explain it. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, no, but it was definitely a good trip. Yeah, I guess that's it for today's episode. Yeah, because we keep talking and talking.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow us on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, anywhere you get your podcast. And yeah, guys, make sure you, yeah, I don't know, follow us on social media, like I said before. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and we'll see you in the next one.